Space Shuttle, this is flight safety. Keep your hands on the handrail or inside the vehicle and remain seated while in motion. You are clear for launch. Have a great flight to Starport 75.
Hey, Glenn.
Hey, Chris. How are you?
I'm all right.
Just all right?
Yeah, I'm a little bummed.
Why?
Oh, my cruise has been over for so long now. I'm landlocked. I'm like stuck here on the firm ground. An estate surrounded by water. Cruise ships flying past me left and right, and I'm just sitting here working for the man. Right
Yeah,
now,
you
that's
are.
you. Right now, that's you. You're the man right now. So, yeah, but I just keep looking at my pictures and keep thinking about when I was there. Such a good time.
Those are some pretty good pictures, man.
Is that what this show's about too? Can I? Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
very
fishing
much.
for
I appreciate
compliments? Sure. I mean, yeah, it's...
No, I'm not. I wasn't fishing for compliments. I'm saying, what else do I have? I just sit there and remember my trip.
I do the same thing.
It comes and goes so fast.
It does.
So anyway, thanks for letting me do the last show talking about it. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
Do we get a good feedback on it? Did people? Like
Well,
so much?
I think we actually did get some good feedback on what Disboards, huh?
Oh yeah, I hadn't been to Disboards in a while. I used to go on that thing all the time.
Yeah.
And there's nice people over there. I shared my pics because you know how it is when you're like excited. And I don't do as much now as I used to. And I should do more. Like when you're going to go on a trip and you're like counting down the days and like you just soak up everybody else's pictures and their trip reports and all their stuff and you're learning everything you can. Right? Remember all that stuff?
Oh yeah.
And so, I shared my pics because I was kind of proud of some of them. I think they came out pretty good. And, you want to share with, it's just your clique, your people, your group, your posse, as it were. Did people still say these things? I don't know. But I was just, so I shared out there and they had some nice things to say. I think some people listen to the, actually I do have I know this is not a follow-up show on a regular show. And I know you told me don't talk so much, Chris, but I have some follow-up. So you remember we talked about Captain Tom? And your and your very priceless book that was signed by Captain Tom.
Right, it is.
What does it say? Does it actually say Captain Tom?
It says. Now you're gonna make me.
No, you don't have to get it. Let's pretend it does.
I got it. It's right here. It's right here.
Go into the archives, back in the back, like at the end of Raiders, where all the crates are. And hopefully he makes it back.
I'm back.
Cavernous place.
It is signed by Captain Tom.
Yeah, Captain Tom. So that thing's worth money now. You want to know why? Because a nice person. I was going to say lady. I think she should go look up her. No, maybe she doesn't want to be called out. Anyway, so somebody listened to her show. Well, hopefully more than just somebody. Anyway, this particular person, and she said, the thing is, Chris, he's not Captain Tom. He's Commodore Tom.
Yeah.
Which not the Commodores from like the 80s. Not those Commodores. All the young folk are like, what's he talking about? But that's a pretty high rank Commodore. I think that's like in our world that's like senior VP or something or a C level. It's got to be like a Commodore, I don't know, something. But yeah, anyway, he was promoted apparently back in like I don't know sometime after 2012ish because that's when I used to sail mostly with Disney. So he's Commodore now. So he is. I was right though. He is the guy. He is like the nautical leader of Disney Cruise Line.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
It sure is. Now I want to look back a little bit more because I think he came on right when they were starting and helped build the ships. I mean, he probably didn't have a hammer out there, but you know what I'm saying. So anyway, Captain Tom, Commodore Tom. So congratulations to you.
Yeah.
Commodore Tom.
No kidding.
Yeah. The last cruise we had Captain Todd. I thought it was like a joke.
Todd.
I'm like, come on, is it Todd? No. Anyway, so I appreciate that little bit of correction from my friends on Disboards. Place. But what are we doing this time? We can't have two shows of me just talking about the cruise line, can we?
No,
can we?
Unfortunately for our listeners. I know they love it. The way to solve that is just go on another cruise so you can have more to talk about.
See ya. Gotta go.
Yeah. The last time I went on a cruise, that was the only tune it played.
No, they play all kinds now.
I know.
And apparently they can update it. They played a little bit from Frozen. They got this whole repertoire the thing does. But you're right. And did you know, like on the original ships, like that last note was always a little bit off. Did you ever notice?
I did notice that. Yeah.
Did you? It was like, really? You built this beautiful, perfect ship, and like the key note, like the last note, you couldn't get it right. Like it's like a half a note flat.
I wonder, is that like the note? Like that's the official note?
No,
like,
no.
That they have
now you're just making excuses for.
Well,
me.
no, I don't know. Like for Coast Guard rules or something. Like
no, I'm not. I was tempted to do it here. I think that's the long, low one. The like because they used to do like the thing, and then they would just do like a regular ship horn.
Yeah, right.
So okay. I think that's the official one. But now it's like a whole. They got like a whole. Remember in the olden days, you'd have those organs. Like, did you have any relatives that had those organs at the house? They had all the little flip switches and little foot pedals and all that. Yeah. So there's somebody like that on the ship that's playing the horns. Yeah. They got a whole thing. I can't remember. I think it was Castaway. One of the stops. They just went through the whole list. Like it's like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
They did that thing. Anyway, so I feel better. You let me talk about the cruise a little bit. I'm in good shape. But let's get on with it, shall we? People are tired of that.
Yeah. All right. So first thing we're going to talk about. So this is going to be a news show. We're going to go through some of the news because while you were out having a great time on the cruise.
And I did. Did I mention what a good time I had?
You did. Disney has been they've been busy beavers. They've been announcing a lot of stuff and a lot of stuff's changing. And so I just wanted to go through it and cover it.
Oh, I don't like change, Glenn. I don't like change.
Well, believe me, you know how I feel about change, and so this will be a really fun episode.
Even I can freak out next to each other. What are they doing?
Exactly.
All right, here I'm ready to go. I got my medication. I'm all set.
All right, so we'll start out with some announcements for 2019. Okay. So they've announced for next year. Obviously, the big thing will be Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opening, but that's going to be very late in the year. From all.
What do we think? Like fallish? Like
definitely
time?
fall. I'm thinking, honestly, probably like November. It'll be very late.
Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking. Yep.
So in order to get people to go and not wait until Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is open, they have 19 magical new and limited time experiences coming in 2019.
What does that mean?
So that means they're going to put a lot of not garbage, but a lot of stuff to just.
I don't think that's how they. I don't think in the boardroom that's what they proposed.
Okay.
What are you talking about? I don't understand what this is. 19 magical new limited time experiences. Like, give me an example. What's an experience?
So it's all temporary. So the Move It, Shake It. So that parade during the middle of the day at the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be changed to Move It, Shake It, Mouska Dance It Street Party.
Come on, it's not a new parade. It's just a different name, right?
It is, right? So they're basically it's gonna be the same
People
thing.
People don't know that. Quiet.
But with Mickey Mouse Club songs, New Range, so it's gonna be more and because Mickey Mouse turns 90 in November of this year.
Yep.
They're gonna do a lot of Mickey and Minnie stuff throughout the park.
Okay. I approve of that.
November on. I do too. Okay. I think that's good, right? They're the
Wait, Minnie's not 90 though?
Sure.
She can't. Is she?
She was
Did she come out the same
year? She
year?
was in Steamboat Willie. Yeah.
Was she? Okay.
Yeah.
Thought she was
but
a
nobody really
later,
said
later
anything. No.
Yeah. Okay. So really the couple we should be celebrating the couple.
Right.
Wait, are they a couple? What's going on there?
Well, they're not married, but yeah, they're a couple. Okay. They've been dating quite a while now.
Yeah, 90 years. Put a ring on it, Mickey.
Exactly.
All right.
So in honor of Mickey Minnie Surprise Celebration will bring new music, dancing, and all sorts of other fun to the Magic Kingdom. I have no idea what that is, but that's coming.
Now let me ask you a question. What leads you to believe that this is connected to Star Wars? How do you know this is filler and not just like?
Well, because it's in the title. It's limited time experiences.
No, I know, but okay.
I mean, that's it. But because they're not building anything, right? I mean, it's all like entertainment or.
Do you think they feel they need to have a new thing every year to do a thing like?
Yeah, so we'll get to one of the other stories that in soon, and I think you'll see why they have to do a lot of the stuff.
Okay.
Dapper Dans will start singing more songs in honor of Mickey and Minnie.
Oh, good.
We're going to have Mickey and Minnie themed merchandise and food.
Okay.
At the Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
So I guess we'll see, Mickey.
Well, I don't know if you have it later. I
milkshakes
don't want to spoilers, but like the Oreos. You seen those Oreos they have?
I have seen those Oreos.
Have you gotten any?
No, I didn't get any.
Yeah, me either yet.
I saw them at Target though. Yeah.
I'm gonna send my wife out for them.
Yeah,
she
they
does
look
the
good.
shopping, so.
I didn't.
No, they're just regular Oreos, right? With just
no,
special
they're so yeah. The cookies are the same, but the filling is like the birthday cake theme.
Oh, because it's
so
birthday.
it has like confetti in it or something.
Yeah, okay.
So
All right.
yeah. Let's see.
Wait, are you going to read off all 19?
No, I'm skipping now.
Okay.
So the Incredibles are coming to Hollywood Studios as Pixar Place will transform into a Meninsburg city block. So the old entrance to Toy Story Mania, that will become the Incredibles home, and so you'll be able to meet the characters there. They'll have a party there with a DJ and stuff.
Is this getting rid of the one over at Tomorrowland then at the Magic Kingdom?
That's a good question. I would assume yes.
Good. I hate
because
that
it was the summer of the Incredibles.
They had that. No. They had that dance party before that. They've had that dance party there.
Oh, that dance party's gonna stay. No.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, but it probably won't be Incredibles themed anymore.
But it always was Incredibles themed.
Well, they were there, but it wasn't really Incredibles themed. I don't think.
Oh, maybe that. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm.
But you're right. They were there and took part in it. So
I don't like that thing. I don't like it's just jammed there in Tomorrowland.
Well, it looks temporary, right?
Yeah.
They tore down that. You remember the theater they used to have between Carousel of Progress and
yes. I remember going to that theater as a kid. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I don't know why they tore that down.
What was it? Starlight? Something? What was the name of that thing?
Oh man. Phew.
Yeah, the listeners will tell us.
Yeah.
Chat room? We got. No, we'll find it.
We'll find it.
Yeah. What about it?
Well, no. I mean, they could have it there, but they tore it down. And you're right. I don't like where it is because it's right there. Like that used to be a nice little walkway you could go and. But where they have that temporary stage, I say temporary, but it's
a permanent temporary. It's been there forever.
Yeah. So it's not as bad as the Cabanas, but it's not, the greatest. I don't love it, but anyway.
Okay.
So the Incredibles are going to Hollywood Studios and on Pixar Place.
But it makes sense they should go there. That's a good place for them.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Such enthusiasm. Yeah, sure.
Oh, at Disney's Animal Kingdom, have fun posing in front of special 3-dimensional photo opportunities.
Wait a minute, they still have that Animal Kingdom thing? That's still there?
Yeah, apparently so.
Wow, who knew?
The Festival of Arts is coming back.
Wait, hold on, back up a second. Pose in front of what?
Pose in front of 3-dimensional photo opportunities for the 25th celebration anniversary of Lion King.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right.
So, none of these are really getting me to, go to their website and book a room.
Okay. Well, all right. So, hey, well, whatever. I guess it doesn't take away from anything, right?
It doesn't, but it's just, yeah, okay. Yeah.
All right. Hey, listen, according to my crack research, it was just called the Tomorrowland Theater, apparently.
Okay, there you go.
I thought I had a thing.
I thought so too. That's why I didn't say anything. I'll have to look at that too. But anyway, all right.
Get back to it.
You probably
okay. So 19 filler things.
19 filler things starting next year. So that's cool.
All right.
So next is Disney has announced the end date and replacement of Illuminations at Epcot.
I saw that. I think it was actually on the cruise when they announced that. It's both surprising and not like it's not surprising, but it's surprising. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So it's been rumored, and I think we've even covered it on this show. But it is ending. You need to rush out to see it because it's ending the second half of 2019. So
I didn't realize that. Is it that far away?
yeah, you have a good
The
year
second half of 19.
to soak in the majesty of.
Well, you know what? Well, we
Reflections
joke,
of Earth.
but you know what? There are people that live in.
There are.
I don't know. I'll pick in Kansas this time. The people live in Kansas are like, oh, we haven't been. Man, I loved Illuminations. Remember, we should go before it's gone, and people will go.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So good for that. If you joke, but if God forbid, Carousel of Progress were closing,
Oh, I know.
and you'd be like, well, we got to make a trip before it closes.
Yeah.
Right?
Actually, that's what they should do. They should give like a
Shut
year
up.
lead time,
Shut up.
so that people have a chance to make it there and ride it before it closes.
What are you talking
Or
about?
experience
Carousel?
it.
They're not closing Carousel.
No. I
It's been
mean
around forever.
anything. Like
Oh,
if
anything,
they're
yeah.
closing Universe of Energy, or I mean whatever it
Stitch.
is.
Right.
Stitch. Well, some things you can make exceptions for.
All right.
But.
Fair enough.
So as soon as this Illuminations Reflections of Earth stops, they're going to immediately transition to the new Illuminations. So whatever that's going to be.
Do you know it's going to be called Illuminations, or you're just saying whatever the replacement is?
Yeah, whatever the replacement is, but my money is that it's still going to be Illuminations. Just because this was Illuminations Reflections of Earth.
Oh, I see.
Like they've had different illuminations, right?
Which has been around far too long. So
Yeah. I mean, I'm still, you're going to say, of course you are, Glenn, but I'm still partial to the original Illuminations where they lit up each country and played some music from each country. And
all I
like
want,
that.
all I want for them to bring back is lasers. Bring me back some lasers, and I'm fine. The good old fashioned '80s kind.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So that's
Well, I better go soak that in.
yeah.
I think I've only been out there once or twice with the kids, so I have to go take them again.
It's not as, the nice thing about Illuminations is you can go watch it and not have to be crowded on
Right.
Main Street,
Yeah, 'cause
and
you
it's
can be
easier to
practically
get
anywhere.
out.
Yep. I
Yeah,
agree.
so it's that's what I've always loved about Illuminations is that you
Yep.
can just go and watch it and get out of there without much hassle.
Yeah, it's not the crush that
Right.
Leaving the Magic Kingdom is. Yep.
Correct. Okay.
Although I think I complained last time on the show that it didn't work well, like the little globe thing didn't open up and stuff. But,
Yeah.
So, but anyway,
Okay.
all right.
So I'm going to jump a little bit to stay on the closing theme.
Okay.
So it was announced actually, this was a weird one. It was originally announced to the cast members on, I think yesterday or Sunday this weekend. And it was announced to the cast members that Rafiki's Planet Watch is going to, and Conservation Station is going to be closing for good.
Okay.
And before they announced anything to the press or put it out on social media or anything like that. So normally I think it all breaks at the same time or whatever, but there was a day or two lag before they actually confirmed publicly that yes, it will be closing. So the last day of operation for Rafiki's Planet Watch will be October 20th. So that there is a amount of time for that one. So
yeah, and you're gonna think I'm making this up, but of all the places in Animal Kingdom that I actually kind of liked was this.
Yeah.
So that's kind of sad. I mean, and wasn't this part of the whole? Because the whole big supposed part of Animal Kingdom was not just come see the animals, but about conservation and taking care of the animals and the planet and stuff. Which that's what that was all about, right?
Right.
Carrying that message.
Yeah.
So does that mean they don't care about the environment anymore?
No.
Animals?
So from what they say, that part, the actual animal, care facility will still be there, and the employees that actually take care of the animals will still be there. It's really just the public part of the park part of it is closing down.
Yeah, but that was all whatever. Okay, that was
No,
all
I
about
I know.
Getting people to see it and
Yeah.
pay attention.
Yep, you're right.
Oh, that's sad. Okay, well, one less reason to go to Animal Kingdom. All right.
And that train was cool. I love
catching that train. That train
right?
was basically a train almost anywhere. I'm in.
Right.
Even in Animal Kingdom.
So yeah, I mean, it's.
So wait, the train is a train? There won't be a train? You can't ride the train?
Well, where are you going to ride it to?
Well, I don't know. Even just there and back? No, nothing.
No, they'll close that down.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yes.
Maybe that's the reason. Maybe that train was costing them too much money or something.
So So, I saw and this is a wild rumor, but somebody said, oh, that's where they're going to put in Zootopia. So they're going to use that land for a new section of the park based on Zootopia. I don't know. Like I said, that it's just a wild rumor, but especially with Pandora just opening up, I can't imagine they're going to spend any more money there. I think their focus really is on Epcot right now because they did Animal Kingdom. Well, they did, started with Fantasyland and Magic Kingdom, then did Pandora. Then, they're finishing up Hollywood Studios right now. And then Epcot's next on the block. So really everything should be focused on Epcot. Not saying that nothing's going to happen in the other parks, but if they're talking about another land, I mean, that's pretty extensive. And I can't imagine that they would really turn their attention to that this soon after Pandora.
Right.
But then again, maybe Pandora showed them that, hey, if we put some new stuff in Animal Kingdom, we can bump up the attendance.
I guess, but I don't know.
So, I don't know. Anyway, so we don't know what's going to go there, what the plan is for that. All we know right now is that it's closing.
Yeah.
Well, so hurry out there if you want to see it.
Yeah, I may just, let's see, October. Yeah, I may just do that.
You should.
You know what?
4
I may
weeks
just
or
do
so.
it. Yeah. No, I'm not going. I'm kidding.
You're so silly.
Oh, wait. The meet and greet, I'm just checking on your news to make sure it's legit. The meet and greet at Rafiki's Planet Watch will actually close earlier on September 29th. So if you like going out there for the meet and greet, then you have even less time. That's only like a few days from now.
I didn't even know there was a meet and greet out there. The last time I went there wasn't.
Now you're going to miss it. Now you're gonna miss it.
Shoot.
All right. You can watch it on YouTube. It'd be like being there.
Yeah, exactly. That's my main source of Disney these days.
I'm not sure I like your rundown so far, but what do you got next?
Okay, here we go. And I'm gonna read this, and it's getting to be where you have to be a rocket scientist to buy a ticket to Disney. So you're gonna ask me questions. I'm not gonna have the answers. So
no, you know what? No, listen. Recently, I was pricing Universal tickets and we'll get into that some other time as to why. No. You got to be, I don't know, what's above a rocket scientist? You have to be a rocket scientist and brain surgeon to figure out their pricing and all their packages and stuff. So Disney seems pretty simple by comparison, but go ahead.
All right. So Walt Disney World is switching to date-based ticket prices, including for multi-day tickets. So I don't know if you recall, but because you have annual passes and, you don't really have to deal with...
It's like it's free. I just show up.
Right. You just show up. So for the lowly people like me who actually have to go
also had annual passes,
buy tickets. I know. But so it used to be for a 1-day pass, you would pay for it did have variable pricing per day, but it was really only for the 1-day ticket. So if I went and I wanted to go to Magic Kingdom and it was a Saturday, I'd pay $105. Or $120, and then if I wanted to go on a Tuesday, it'd be $105, right? So, so what they've done is they have expanded that. So based on the days that you want to go to the parks, your ticket for that time frame will vary from somebody else who is in line behind you who has a slightly different time frame that they're visiting the parks.
All right, hold on. Yeah, so I'm having flashbacks to like elementary school now, and this is like, so Johnny is on a train heading west at 80 miles per hour, and Mary's on a train heading east at 100 miles an hour, and somehow they have, I don't know. So wait, when you say time based, I thought you were talking like date based. You're talking date-based. Time?
Date and time based. So you could also, all right. So before this came out, I could go to the ticket window or online and say, hey, I'm going to go to Disney World and I want a 10-day ticket.
Okay. Makes sense.
And it would say, okay, then you owe $700. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And you would have 14 days after the first use that they would be, that you could use them. Okay. So I bought them on October 1st. I have 14 days to use those 10 days or 7 days or 5 days, whatever I bought.
So they don't have to be contiguous?
No, they don't.
Huh. What if you, okay.
Okay.
And did that matter? Like if I bought 2 days, they still, is it the 14-day window was still there?
Yeah. So I could go, right. Okay. I go on the 1st and I could go on the 14th.
Okay. I'm with you so far. All right.
Okay. So that was the old way.
Yeah.
So what they've done is if you buy a 1-day ticket, you can only use it that day that you buy it. If you buy a 2-day ticket, you have to use it within 4 days from the first use.
Okay.
For the 3-day ticket, it has to be within 5 days, and they have a chart. So you have to use it.
Yeah, of course they do.
Use it within a certain number of days. Okay.
Okay.
So that's one thing.
Okay.
The other is, they're going to have a calendar. How much each day costs. Okay. So if you want to go, if weekends are the most popular, then they'll be $20 more. And so if I'm buying a 5-day pass,
oh my God.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll pay
it's Uber surge pricing for
exactly. That's yes, that's exactly right. Thank you. That's probably a better way to
Why
explain
don't you just say that, Glenn? Just spit out. Yeah, that's terrible. I think
it's unreal. So you have to go. You can go to their website and you can pick. You put in everything, and it'll spit back and say, "Okay, it's going to cost you this much."
And that's really should just come to it. Look, these are the dates I want to go. This is how many dates. This is how many days I want. How much to just take the money? Just put all your money down on the counter and say, "Mister, just take what it costs, please." Right. And you literally need a computer to figure out. Oh, it's a good thing we have those now.
I know.
Well, I'm stuck with my abacus. What can I do?
Yeah. So it's just.
Well, I'm going to play optimist here.
Go ahead.
There's the possibility. Now, it could have worked the other way. Now, you're saying, they're charging more for the weekend, but maybe they're actually discounting. What am I trying to say? They're discounting the non-weekend days. See what I'm saying? Sure. Like without this model, they would all been $100.
Right.
But by saying the weekend is $120, then that makes a weekday $80.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a win. Right.
So if and so if I want to go Easter week, then guess what? It's $120 every day.
If you want to go Easter week, then you deserve to spend $200 a day.
Right. So that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to regulate when people come. I mean, that's the only way they can do it right now is through.
I guess. I mean, airlines do it, hotels do it.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay.
So anyway, that's coming to a
birds do it, bees do it.
Disney theme park near you very soon.
Yeah, a little too near me. Did I mention how close I am? Anyway.
And it starts October 16th. So you have a
buy your tickets now, I guess? Is that
I get
who knows? I get who knows. Okay.
So
weird.
So that's
I'm glad there's a chart. All I got out of that was there's a chart.
There's a chart, man. It's it's intense. This episode is sponsored by ParkLeap. Do you hate waiting in lines for your favorite rides at Disney World, Universal, and Disneyland? Of course you do. Everyone does. ParkLeap tracks current wait times for attractions in real time, analyzes them, and gives you immediate guidance on what to ride now and what to skip for a shorter wait later on. ParkLeap saves you time so you can do more, see more, and ride more. Many theme parks provide their own apps, which is great, but they only report the times. You only get information, you don't get guidance. Is that 40-minute wait good or bad? ParkLeap can tell you. ParkLeap also includes an interface that is clean, quick, and easy to use. Many vacationers travel to multiple theme parks. Now one app does it all. Whether you're a local resident and annual pass holder, or travel great lengths once a year or every few years, you want to make the most of your time and money. This is the app to get to help you do that. Get ParkLeap in the Apple App Store. And thank you to ParkLeap for sponsoring Starport 75.
All right.
So next is there are reports coming out that and I don't know why I included this. I just thought it was interesting that there's quote unquote significant softness heading into the fall of 2018. So what that means is they've taken into account the normal flow of traffic. This is on top of that. They're seeing people aren't going.
Yeah, basically unseasonably light on attendance.
Correct. Mm-hmm. And where the impact is in they're going to cost saving measures. And so what that means is you're seeing a lot of entertainment that's being eliminated. So things like the Streetmosphere characters in Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
They're getting rid of, I don't think all of them, but I think the majority of them they're getting rid of.
Well, I don't even like them, and I think that's a bad decision.
They're getting rid of some actors in the Rivers of Light show at Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, not some. According to what I read here, all live actors are being cut from that show.
Yeah. So
have you seen that show, by the way?
I have not. I've seen pictures of it. It looks really photogenic.
That's another thing. Yeah, that's another thing I'd like to go see.
Yeah.
Another positive friend. Okay. Yeah.
And so what I'm seeing in here, people are. This is from WD. I've seen it other places, but WDW Magic is a they have a pretty active forum, and what I'm seeing, people who are going there right now are seeing that.
Well, how must that? I mean.
So I don't know. I haven't been there. I'm just.
Well, I have. I was there this weekend.
All right. Well, where'd you go?
Went to Epcot.
Okay. Well, I don't know that you can use Epcot as the measuring stick for during.
Well, you said parks. Festival. That's a. I don't know if you know this, but that is a park.
All right. But
I've been to other parks, but I mean, how? Don't you think they'd have to be drastically off attendance to be starting to cut? Those Streetmosphere people have been they've been there. They've weathered all sorts of economic issues. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Unless, I guess it's possible Disney just has this ever ebbing and flowing sort of I'm not trying to say a sea level thing. And okay, well, when we get down to this part, here are the things we cut. Mm-hmm. And then if it goes back above it, they're okay, we bring them back. You think they just sort of dial in exactly, kind of what their costs are? They've identified all their variable costs and they just kind of play with that? Or do you think this is indication that there's something drastic going on here?
Well, I think the first round of what they do is they don't go after entertainment first. I think what they do is they adjust staffing, because I've seen this complaint as well. Is if you go during a time that's quote unquote slow time and the crowds don't appear that heavy, but the lines for the attractions are still fairly hefty. What they do is they cut staffing on all the attractions, and so they operate at a lower capacity. And so you're still dealing with a lot of lines when it doesn't seem like a lot of people in the parks. So that's wave one.
Makes sense. Yeah.
And then wave two, because the entertainment is much more visible, that's
and costly.
It's but how, whatever. I don't know what they make.
Well, anytime you involve people, it's going to be costly, right? The people are usually the pretty big expense.
But okay.
I'm just saying, from a business standpoint.
Are they really going to survive? I mean, and it's
that's why I'm saying, I'm wondering, it's just there's sort of this list of things, because all companies do this when they start having hard times. They're okay, well, what can we, even in our personal homes, we're well, maybe we can do without cable if, things aren't going so well.
Right.
So, but I mean, maybe they just have a more sort of fluid sort of, they go below this. If we're off by 8%, then we cut this, and then it comes back, and they bring it back. I don't know.
But what if it picks up?
Then they bring. That's what I'm saying. They bring it back.
Suddenly. Well, what if those people? I mean, those people aren't just sitting
get other
around
people.
waiting.
I don't know if you realize we got a lot of people in this world. So you just get other people.
I know, but some of these Streetmosphere people have been around forever. They are.
That's
those
why it kind of
characters,
surprises me.
Yeah, I know, and you know how I feel about them. So
yeah, you love them.
I'm actually I'm the only person happy with this. But,
well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't appreciate. I mean, I appreciate them, but I don't. But it's it's ripping out quality, right? It's not just hey, we're gonna
Correct.
I don't know, stop giving away free straws or something. It's you're making the part, because I wouldn't want to be near them, but I liked that they were there. Last time we went to the Magic Kingdom, we got there a little bit earlier. Remember, I did that whole thing, and they had those. I know you're not talking about those people being cut at the Magic Kingdom, but they it adds a certain depth and elegance to the stuff. So don't cut that stuff.
Yeah.
Just close Animal Kingdom, for God's sakes.
Yeah. That's funny.
I like how you said yeah. You're really listening close there, guy.
I am. Yeah, I got it. I caught it.
Good idea, Chris.
It is a good idea, but it is a good idea. Let's close it. It's not going to hurt me any. Jeez.
All right. What else? What other bad news you got?
Let's see.
And isn't it terrible that I think I've said this many times, but I'm like, I'm okay if their attendance is off, but until it starts affecting, like, I want there to be less people there, but I don't want to. I don't want it to be like, well, we don't have record attendance, so therefore we're shutting down all the rides. I mean,
right? You're right. There has to be a happy medium where, if you go to Disney, you need to have the same experience that you would at any other time of the year. So why do I get penalized because you can't draw people in?
Yeah.
You're getting rid. I love the Streetmosphere characters, and you're getting rid of them. So I'm going to go and
said no one ever, but
yeah. I mean, there are people that actually do really like them, but
I guess. But I'm assuming they also, I don't know. I'm assuming they also have some metrics to like, people like, maybe they surveyed people.
Well, just like, this gets into the whole conversation about, what is really driving revenue? Do people not book a trip because they won't have, 4 Streetmosphere characters? No, that's not going to happen. So they can easily get rid of that. Yeah. It's not until you actually start closing things that, really will affect attendance.
But you do have to kind of monitor the scene, as it were, right? Because like, this is the kind of stuff that doesn't go. I mean, we're talking about it here. Obviously, it's been on the Disney fan website, so this can create kind of like, they can get some what do they call it? Not flashback. They can get some heat back to whatever that's called. Slapback, is that a term? I just made it up. Blowback. There you go. If they do stuff like this, I mean, they can kind of suffer it that way and upset the rabid fans. But,
yeah.
Hopefully, it's temporary. Hey, can we keep? Do we have somebody we can put on this on this beat? Keep track of it. If it comes back, we can.
Yeah, I'm gonna have my special Orlando correspondent keep track of it.
Good.
And go to the parks and measure.
When he or she reports in, then let me know how it goes.
Sure. I'll, whenever you're ready to talk about it.
Okay.
We'll be good.
All right. Did I mention I went to Epcot recently?
You did.
Yeah.
Was it good?
Hey, you know what else?
Did you have fun?
Yeah. It was a little different. We hired a sitter. Don't tell my kids. Don't tell my kids. We told them we had to go file taxes or something. But yeah, I got a sitter, and because we like Food and Wine, we like it a lot. Yeah. Well, no. We used to like Food and Wine a lot.
Well, right.
And because I think it started the year we got married, 97? Or it was just new. Well, it hadn't been around that long.
Yeah. I think it started in 95, but yeah.
Okay, well, whatever. Back then, it was like 2 huts had some.
It literally was. You're right.
Had like some Hungry Man frozen dinners or something. But we liked it, and we're like, hey, this is nice. But it has gotten so. Oh, Glenn, I don't know if you know this. It has gotten so popular.
Yeah.
So listen. Between you and me and the millions of people listening right now, you know what's got to go. This has got to go right now.
What?
This has just got to go.
Okay. What?
Do you remember, like, I don't know, 10 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Like, every once in a while you'd see a group of people, like, drinking around the world, and they'd have T-shirts, like, they made up, and you're like, oh, that's cute. They had some T-shirts made up.
Sure.
Yeah. Every other group of people, of 2 or more people, except for my wife and I, all had shirts made up. I guess because, like, there's probably factories at Etsy or something. People are just cranking these things out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, enough already. And it's like, one of them said Drunkerbell. And another one said, no one drinks like Gaston, and, tons of, drinking around the world 2018, but just enough already. We get it. You like to get hammered. Just go get hammered and shut up about it.
You're just no fun, Chris.
Plenty of fun.
No fun.
I just, no. And here's the thing. And all right, it's time for, and you can cut all this because I know you said shut up and keep it short, but here's the thing. I love Food and Wine, but I'm to the point where I don't like it now because now it's just wine. Now it's just beer and liquor and wine. Like it's just, there's lots of food and stuff there, but most of the crowd is there. And you know what I thought was really fascinating? I don't remember seeing this before. Maybe I didn't. I just don't recall. There were like almost no kids there.
Really?
Like bizarre. We're looking around, and I'll get my wife on here. She'll back me up on this.
I believe.
I looked around. And I said, "Honey, look, what is missing here?" She's like, "There's no kids." And like, there were none. It was all, this is the first time I noticed this. It was all people like in their 20s, 30s, just out there to get hammered. And so we've talked about how it kind of changed. I think what's happened is like that group of people are coming more and more, and then the other group of people are like, well, I'm going to avoid that because I hear it's nothing but Party Central at a World Showcase.
Yeah,
and it's really different. But on the positive side, I'll say they opened up a whole bunch of new food stands. Did you notice that? We hadn't really talked about it. So I like that part of it. So I don't know. It's kind of an iffy thing.
Yeah.
One other minor thing I wanted to ask you about.
Yeah.
They had cars parked on, that grassy area between the park and the parking lot?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
This is at Epcot, at Disney World. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They had cars parked on those. Have you ever seen that? Like cars parked on the grass. It looks so like hillbilly-ish. Sorry to hillbillies out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I have seen them park in the. Yeah, I have seen that before.
Have you? Why, when and why did they do that? The parking lot wasn't even full yet. And here's the thing: when we got there a little bit early. Well, we got there at kind of the first crush of people because World Showcase opens at 11, right? Mm-hmm, yeah. So we got there. What time did we get there? 10:30ish, somewhere around there, right at that time. And we parked fairly close. Like they'd only filled in the first quarter of the parking lot. Like it wasn't even to the back of that first half yet. Mm-hmm. And by the time we left, the entire parking lot was filled all the way to the back of the lot. So yeah, obviously a lot of people came in. So this whole report about park attendance, I think, is bogus. I think you made it up. But they had people parked on the grass when we got there, and the parking lot was 3/4 empty still. Isn't that crazy?
That's weird. I don't think I've ever seen that.
I don't know what that was about. But it was good. I like Food and Wine. You know what I like better though? I said it to my wife. I'm like, I can't wait for the art festival in February.
That is.
I love that one. That's the new Food and Wine for me.
It is. It's better.
Yeah, it is better, and because it has art, and it's not just about drinking and getting drunk. Just silly. It just changed the mood so much at Epcot. Yeah. It upsets me so. But anyway, I'm sorry. I digressed, Glenn. You told me to keep it tight.
Well, no, and I follow a bunch of Disney, nerds like us, and on Twitter and the social medias and everything else, and they have the same opinion. It's like, yeah, I'm holding off on Food and Wine Festival, and but I'm really looking forward to the art Festival of Arts. That's my new thing, is going to that.
I agree with them. Whoever those people are, I agree.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so enough about Epcot, I guess. I mean, I got lots more to talk about.
All right, so let's talk about Epcot. So,
all right.
The Candlelight Processional narrators.
Yes.
They released a list a month or so ago.
Okay.
But they had a bunch of blank spots, and so they kind of filled in all except one. There's still a November 28th through the December 2nd is still to be determined. But they have 4 new narrators.
Yeah, you know why it's still open? I haven't answered them yet.
Oh.
Yeah, you are.
You need to get on the ball, man. They need to fill in this list.
All right, what do we got going? Who's new?
All right, so who's new is...
or who's old? Who do we got?
Helen Hunt.
Helen Hunt, where's she been? I
used
to love her. You ever watch Mad About You? I used to love that show.
Yes, that was a great show. That was a great show until they had their kid.
You see, and have we talked about this?
Yes, we have. And that's when I stopped watching it.
I'll let it go.
It was unwatchable.
My wife and I didn't have kids for a long time, specifically because of that. We're like, well, look what it did to them. No, that's just us. We're stupid.
That's right. But okay. Alfonso Ribeiro. Do you know who he is?
Nope.
You remember The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
I know of it.
With Will Smith?
Yep.
Well, this was Carlton.
Okay. Never watched the show. So
anyway.
Okay.
He was also Dancing with the Stars champion a few years ago.
Speaking of more shows I never watched.
I do watch that. So
of course.
Of course. The one and only Bart Millard.
Of course. Oh man, I love his music / movies.
You were right. He's a Christian musician.
I was going to say Christian or country. That's usually okay. Right. Or Christian country.
And then the last new one is, and I cannot pronounce her name, but it's the woman who
Alil Cravalho.
Yes, who voices Moana.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, cool. Oh, there's her picture.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know what? My son would like that.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, that one I would. And she does it December 21st.
Wow, yeah, right before. Oh, that's blackout dates for me. I can't go. Oh, stupid black. You see, Glenn? You always make fun of me because every time I have blackout dates, this is what happens. There's something I want to go for.
Don't have blackout dates. Don't be cheap.
Gary Sinise, you skipped over Gary Sinise.
So hold on, I'm going back. I announced the new ones. Now you're owning it, man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Come on. All right. So
Edit
there
that
are complete misses, and then there are like people you can't even believe that would actually do this.
Okay.
So you have, it starts with Cheetah Rivera.
I can't take this seriously now.
I had to look at, I remember her from when I was a kid, like kinda, but I'm like, who
Right.
was she?
Why? Okay.
I don't know. And then Helen Hunt, then Alfonso Ribeiro, then To Be Determined, then Neil Patrick
Is that a
Harris.
band? TBD? What is that a band? I don't know. I'm not hip to all the new stuff.
Yeah. Then Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah. Well, that's like his thing, right?
Then Oscar winner Whoopi Goldberg.
You had to throw in Oscar winner.
I did. Well, yeah. Makes that more impressive. Then this Bart Millard the dude. Then Blair Underwood.
Oh, from that
show.
That show. The wait, hold on. The House of Cards, right? Underwood.
No.
Was that different?
Frank Underwood? No. No,
not Frank. He's persona non grata now. But Claire.
Oh, Claire.
Isn't she related to Claire Underwood?
Yeah. No. I don't.
Confused.
I don't think they're related at all.
Oh, okay. Wait, who is now that I made my jokes. Who's Blair Underwood again?
He's an actor.
Oh, it's a he?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Google it.
I think I changed that name.
Then the one and only Gary Sinise.
I've heard about him recently.
Recently.
Yeah, I just said it a few minutes ago.
Oh, jeez.
But
Okay.
maybe you cut that.
And then Pat Sajak, which... Okay.
What?
Yeah, I know.
He should have like a wheel behind. It's an easy joke, but he should have like a wheel behind him, like the 12 Days of Christmas or something. Right?
Yeah.
Spin the wheel, see what you get.
And then Moana. And then
We're just gonna call her Moana now. You can't even say like Ms. Cravallo.
No.
You have to say Moana.
Yes. And then Edward James Olmos, the
Yeah.
great Edward James Olmos.
With the prime spot.
The prime spot, Christmas Day
Yep.
and Christmas Eve. And then the one and only Jodie Benson,
Who?
voice of the Little Mermaid.
Oh, right. Okay.
Jodie Benson, she's awesome.
Yeah.
And then Cal Ripken Jr., which
I what?
I would like to see Cal Ripken.
I would
Jr.
too. I love Cal Ripken.
Sure.
Cal Ripken Jr. He's not like who. How does that happen? Who's somebody's like, hey, we should get. Let's get Cal.
The same people who are putting together Dance with the Stars, they're putting, and believe it or not, this is actually, they have more famous people on this list than they do for the new season of Dance with the Stars.
Oh, that's not surprising. Come on now.
Oh my gosh. It's a train wreck, but it's a great train wreck to watch. It really is. It's awesome.
Who knew they were Z-list celebrities?
I mean, they're I was telling Tammy the other day, yesterday, I said, they're at the point where they're, trying to get YouTube stars and Instagram stars. But the YouTube stars, like, they make too much money to even degrade themselves to be on
Dan
Dance with
TDM
the
is
Stars.
like, no, thank you.
Exactly.
I'm doing fine, thanks.
Right. Casey Neistat's he's not dancing on there.
Yeah.
So anyway. All right.
That was a good rundown. Thanks, man.
Yeah, it was.
This picture of Helen Hunt. I love Helen Hunt. I think she's great.
I do too.
But this picture is about the last time I saw her in a movie. Which is
yeah, that is from 1997.
This
that
is
picture.
Mad About You publicity shot. Is what that was.
Because that is not what she looks like now. Oy.
Hey, speaking of which, why is it still disneyparks.disney.go.com? Why are we still doing that?
That is a great question. Because that go.com, they lost a lawsuit. And
why do they still use that? Why isn't it just disneyparks.disney.com?
I know.
I don't understand.
I don't know. It's baked in.
But they can't change it. It's computers.
It's like the duct tape holding everything together.
Oh, no, we can't take those two letters out.
Right.
The whole thing comes crashing down. Disney's bankrupt.
Right. Is anything? I used to have a go.com email address.
Did you? Well, yeah.
Oh, I was so into
prior.
go.com.
Wait, before Disney bought it? Is that what you're saying? Or because Disney?
No, when Disney bought it, because they wanted to make it
it was like a social network, right? It was like a MySpace kind of thing or something.
No. It was supposed to be a portal, right? It was back when portals were big. So Yahoo, AOL.
Oh, okay.
And so
but why is it still
they were going to make it into.
That's right.
Into a Yahoo, right?
And where's that penguin thing they bought? Is that still around?
Yeah, it is.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is.
Well, I just don't understand this. Literally, this has been like this should have been changed like a decade and a half ago. I don't understand it.
I know.
And like you and I are old, so we know the story behind that. But don't you think other people are like, why am I doing go.com?
Oh my God. The only reason we know is because we know the whole history.
I understand. All right.
So,
okay. Well, good. I like the Candlelight Professional. The Candlelight Processional.
sure. Yeah, it's awesome.
Wait,
so,
I got to see when my blackout dates are. I can probably go up through.
I think you do. Neil
I can
Patrick
probably
Harris.
go through Gary Sinise.
Gary
maybe.
Sinise. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to miss Pat Sajak. Okay.
All right.
We'll catch you next time, I guess. All right,
Sounds good.
I got to go back to the parks now. See
Right.
you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you for joining us on another episode of Starport 75. Follow Chris on Twitter and Instagram at CBGray, and Glenn on Twitter and Instagram at DizWiz. Follow the show on Twitter and Facebook at Starport75 and Instagram at TheStarport75. For all things related to the show, including show notes and links to connect with us, visit us at starport75.com.